The Denver Nuggets come off 3 straight playoff appearances, but they were bounced in the opening round all 3 times. The Nugs are looking for more this year, and they go under the microscope today as NBA TV's real training camp resumes from the Rockies.
Way to come to work today.
Don't have to be fast, just be perfect.
Shots up.
That ball should never hit the floor.
Don't be lazy on your squat. Split underneath it. Up and down. That's it.
Good, here we go. Through.
If you ain't got nobody in the training room banged up, you ain't working hard.
When you hold the damn basketball, it helps the defense. It doesn't help anybody else except the defense. So quit holding it and quit pounding it. Move it, penetrate it, shoot it, attack, drive, pass it, screen, but don't hold the damn basketball.
How great is that? George Karl, head coach of the Denver Nuggets. That was last year, and here we are back at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, covering the Denver Nuggets exactly 1 year to the date from that day when George Karl was letting his players know that you cannot be a ball stopper. I don't plan on being a broadcast stopper here today. Rick Kamla alongside Bill Hanslick, former Denver Nugget player and coach, and also broadcaster with them these days. Bill, it is wonderful to be back with you, and great to be back in my favorite state in the country, the coolest state in the country, Colorado.
Well, Colorado's a great place to be, but again, you know, George will probably be the star again today. And if you go out there and hold the ball, Rick, he's going to rip your head off. Shoot it, drive it, pass it, don't hold it. That's Nuggets basketball.
Hey, when I play at the club, I'm not a ball stopper. It's a hot potato. I want it out of my hands as soon as possible. Now, let's talk about George, and congratulations to him on the contract extension. 3 more years guaranteed for George Karl. And when you look at his resume and his numbers with Denver, you understand why. Tremendous winning percentage with this team since he took over about a year and a half ago. 784 wins. That's 12th most all time. That's a Hall of Fame resume for a head coach, and he's been extended. So there's no weirdness at the head coaching position this year.
Well, when you got a guy that can win, keep him. And that's what Stan Kroenke, the owner of the Denver Nuggets, did. He's not one to negotiate in the papers and things. George was in an option year. This was a guaranteed year, but options after that. They picked up 3 more years on that option, and that's good for the Nuggets. George could coach. He coaches Nugget-style basketball, loves to play with tempo. One of the big moves in the offseason was getting George extended.
And they did get him extended. There were some front office shakeups as well, and some player adds and losses as well. And you think of the 2 big player adds, and you think of J.R. Smith, and you think of Joe Smith. Now, J.R. Smith will be mic'd up, as will head coach George Karl. Kenyon Martin will also be mic'd up here as NBA TV Real Training Camp comes to you from Denver, Colorado. Ruben Patterson gone. Take us through some of the offseason moves.
Well, again, as you go through a season, and the Nuggets were disappointed at the end. They won the division title, but out in the first round again against a very good Clipper team. So you make changes. One of the things that came about, obviously, in the front office, Kiki Vandeweghe, no longer the general manager, sort of done a little bit by committee, but Mark Workington and Rex Chapman now sort of running the upstairs office with Brett Barup also helping out in that role. And then you move down the ladder. Again, that player changes always occur. The Nuggets didn't have a first-round pick, but they were able to pick up J.R. Smith, which I really like that acquisition. J.R. in the last year of his contract. You love having guys like that. There should be some motivation on his end. This guy can shoot it. They need perimeter shooting. He's an excellent three-point shooter, but a little bit of a liability on the defensive end, goes in a fog once in a while. George and the staff will work on those things, and they also did a great job acquisition of Mike Dunlap to their staff, one of the best, if not the best, staffs in the league.
They do have a tremendous coaching staff here, and let's get it down to the practice court and listen in to George Karl, star of NBA TV's Real Training Camp.
Mr. Hess, you about ready? Are you about ready for him? you're mic'd up too? Gentlemen, everybody in place. Everybody in real quick.
Camera and JR, you need a translator? I'm not gonna understand what you're talking about. I can translate.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say that word.
Ned speaks better English than JR.
JR doesn't speak good English? Are you mic'd? I just want to, guys, before we get started, remember these next 2 days, I thought we had a hell of a practice yesterday with defense. We're going to continue to try to keep the defensive emphasis going. One thing you've done a tremendous job of the first week of practice, probably because of the lack of focus. Now you've done a great job of getting your defensive transition focus. The beginning of our defense, the beginning, I think, of all great defenses is good transition D. Keep that focus. We're going to do some defensive work today, a quick tune-up a little bit on some offense, just some of the through actions that we threw at you at the end of practice yesterday, and then we want to scrimmage a little bit. So we're going to go up and down the court. I know we got some guys, limited numbers. Remember that Kay's got a mic on, I got a mic on. Coach Welsh, you want to tell him your story last year? Coach Welsh is on my staff. I don't talk to him very much, and I go talk to him when we got the mic on, and he uses the magic word. And he goes home and watches it with his son on TV, and whoop, whoop. So let's have a good one, have a good practice, some good intensity, man. Play hard, gentlemen. Play hard on 3. 1, 2, 3. This is on too? We got all types of mics.
Coach and I were laughing after you told that story. No one moved. I said they were really impressed with the F word.
You ever hear John tell it? John says he's got watching the TV with his son, and all of a sudden he's
telling, I'm laughing.
we don't want to talk because I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story about your butt right here on TV, man.
That's a whole lot.
Oh yeah, birthday boy, birthday boy. Hi, I'm George.
I'm Carla.
Coach Karl.
Hi, Coach. I'm Kathy.
Are you a Pittsburgh girl?
I am, yes. Western PA girl.
How are we going to be this year?
Colorado?
Yeah.
It's my second year. We probably need one more recruiting class. Thanks for asking.
I have a 2-year-old that's going to be pretty good. If you want to offer a scholarship now, I think I can give her. I have a good feeling she's going to be good. Signed, sealed, delivered. Okay, I'll have my lawyer send the contract, right? Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Boulder's a great town, huh?
We're enjoying it.
That's incredible. I've been. I love just going out there for today. I'm kind of got a free day, go up to Boulder, walk around, drink a beer. Oh yeah.
I just got back from Pittsburgh this week. I see my family when the season starts.
Where'd you grow up in Pittsburgh? Brookline. You're Gerby. You're a Gert guy, huh?
Yeah, we go way back.
Oh my God.
Camps at Pitt.
I used to go to the camps at Pitt, and then I went to North Carolina, and I couldn't go anymore. Thanks.
So we're listening into George Karl, also Kenyon Martin, and J.R. Smith. We'll hear from him in a little bit. And do you have any George Karl stories from the last time we spoke here at Real Training Camp?
Well, my best story is took George out, played the International PGA Tour stop here down south a couple weeks ago, about 2 Mondays ago, and I got $120 off him.
Nice.
And George did not like that at all.
He's still down on you, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, he didn't like that. George is a competitor. He wants to win tiddlywinks. He wants to win everything.
He came walking through the weight room where we have our chute set up here at the Pepsi Center and completely snubbed Hanslick. Didn't even look at him, didn't even acknowledge him. Still bitter about the loss.
He is bitter. I still got that 20. I'm not going to let him forget.
Just keep snapping it in his face, Bill. That is awesome. Well, Bill's got plenty, or George has plenty of 20s, doesn't he? Hey, we're just getting started here. NBA TV's Real Training Camp from Denver, Colorado, covering the Denver.
Foundation Sports, setting the standard for sports instructional DVDs.
Dedication.
Hi, I'm Magic Johnson. Welcome to the fundamentals of basketball.
To be the best, you have to learn from the best. That's why basketball legend Magic Johnson has assembled the greatest team of all-star players and coaches to help players everywhere improve their skills and knowledge of the sport. The Magic Fundamentals comprehensive video program is over 2 hours of instruction from basketball greats Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Diana Taurasi, Carmelo Anthony, Kenny Smith, Amari Stoudemire, and Rip Hamilton. You won't find Magic Fundamentals DVD in stores. It's only available by calling the 800 number on your screen or by visiting our website at foundationsports.com. Whether you're just a beginner or you're playing at the highest levels of high school ball, Magic's program will help you dramatically improve your game.
We all are looking to get better, and this tape will make you better if you practice the drills over and over again. You don't have to go to camp. I'm bringing camp right to you.
The Magic Fundamentals comprehensive video is filled with everything you need to know to increase your points, assists, rebounds, and understanding of the game of basketball. So call now and take the first step to becoming a great basketball player with Magic Fundamentals on 2 DVDs. Order now and receive Magic's conditioning DVD free to help you get stronger, quicker, faster, and jump higher to maximize your basketball skills. That's over 2 hours of basketball instruction on 2 DVDs, plus the free conditioning DVD for the incredible low price of 2 payments of only $19.99, plus $5.95 shipping and handling. And when you call, ask how you can own the complete Magic Fundamentals library. Call now or order online at foundationsports.com. Rush delivery available.
All right, we are back in Denver, Colorado. NBA TV's Real Training Camp. Rick Hamlet, Bill Hanslick, and the third member of our broadcast team, George Karl. We'll get to him in just a moment with more of his words of encouragement for his players out here on the practice court. But we just want to continue talking about the offseason adds and subtractions for the Denver Nuggets. We talked about J.R. Smith, talked a little bit about Joe Smith. They also brought in Anthony Carter, maybe their third point guard this season. We'll see. And a very interesting player, a native of France from Paris, Yakuba Diawara, a player I like a lot. Saw him in the Italian League Championship with Climamio Bologna. He was better than Marco Bellinelli, who a lot of people think is going to be a lottery pick in the NBA. I like this guy better. He plays both ends. He is a voracious defensive player. He can knock down the three. I'm a big fan of his. He may, in fact, start at the 2 for Denver on opening night. And then you have offseason losses of Ruben Patterson, Greg Buckner, and also Francisco Elson. So I would say minor tweaks. They didn't overhaul this Denver Nugget team, but they also, Bill Hanslick, spent some money to bring some guys they had back for this year.
Yeah, they did. And I think the biggest loss is probably Greg Buckner. I like Greg's game, what he brought to the table. He'll fit in perfectly down in Dallas, the team he was with before. But Kuba, as George Karl calls him, he's a guy that can be an impact player to really make a difference with this team. Solid defender. He'll pick up point guards full court when he's in the game, be their best defender in the sort of the wing 1-2 position. Really like him. But like you said, Rick, every team spends some money in the offseason. Well, the Nuggets, they went out and spent some big-time money. They signed Nene to a $60 million contract. Remember, Nene came off the tear of the ACL in like the first quarter of the first game against the Spurs last year. So
how brutal is that, by the way?
That's pretty brutal. And George, again, he's going to bring him along slowly, but here's a guy that can really help them. He's a talented frontline player, and then they went out and re-upped with their mid-cap exemption. They re-upped Reggie Evans and signed him to some big money. So on the front line, they've got a lot of money invested with Carmelo, Reggie Evans, Nene, Marcus, and Kmart, and Eddie Nahara, another guy. They got a boatload of money on that front line.
They're the deepest team in the front court in the NBA, period. There is nobody even close. And really, minutes are going to be tough to come by for some of the fringy big men who would be rotation players on a lot of other teams. And George Karl has even remarked that his roster is unbalanced in terms of all the bigs, and maybe they need another guard or two. Let's get it back down to George Karl.
But I do have you with Earl. Earl's your, you know, you and Earl are the same today. Thank you. Hey, see, you have no sub today, baby. You have no sub today. Unless you want to try to play Cuba at point. I don't think I'd like to see that a lot. Good job, fellas. Left foot to right knee. Push down. Stretching out your 3 quarters. When you play with Cuba, I want him to, you know, unless there's a matchup that I want him to take the point a lot. You know, I think that's something. So when if I don't remember, you can remember. That's the time maybe you want to take the off guard. Okay. Water. Hess. Steve, I appreciate the water, man. I need to drink that because I still got to do the
Right side, left quad. Let's go, get your quad. Even you, Ken Pulse. I'm on my quad, dog. Front of my leg, brother. Gonna start the program. On your stomach, fellas. Let's go, Dougie fresh, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How big? How big? Oh, you did that? So I'd rather have 3,000 square foot houses than 9,000 square foot house. I guarantee you, when you get older, you'll say it's too big.
I got 5 pit bulls. You know what I'm saying?
So 5 pit bulls you gotta get a yard for.
I got 3 acres right now.
Okay, let's get going, man. See, we start talking to you, then you start getting that goofy thing.
Practicing.
Let's go, full court layups, guys. 2 baskets, got 2 lines under each basket. Coaches, give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Murph. Come on, Joe, let's make him, let's get running, let's get running. Go, Captain, let's go. MC.
Well, George Karl, a remarkable, impeccable record here with the Denver Nuggets. You consider 32-8 when he took over midseason a couple of years ago. Last year, 44-38. Disappointing. This team really wanted to win 50-plus games a year ago, but they did win the division. And over 18 seasons, as we said, 784 wins for George Karl. Still very much going strong. And Phil, we need to turn our attention to the best player on this team, Carmelo Anthony, and you know, now after his fantastic run with USA Basketball at the World Championship, one of the best players in the world. He was first team all-tournament at the World Championship, 19.9 points in 24 minutes, the only American that made the first team. And of course, he was a tri-captain with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, and at least the voters for that team thought Melo was the better player, and I agree with them.
Well, he was. He has been outstanding. The neat thing about Melo, he continues to improve year by year. Yeah, he ran into some maturity things when he first came into the league, but don't forget, this is a team that was out of the playoffs for a long, long time, but his first year in, got in the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs, you know, 3 consecutive years, but now they got to get to that next step. Melo has got that ability. Rose his per-game scoring average last year to 26.5 points a game, and Rick, you and I talked about it. This guy's got to be an all-star. How can you miss that? All-world team, 3rd team All-NBA, yet hasn't made the all-star team yet. That's a fluke.
It reminds me of Chauncey Billups, Finals MVP, no all-star. He made the all-star team last year for the first time. Coaches in the Western Conference, could we please get Melo to the All-Star game coming up in Vegas in February of '07. He's been worthy the last 2 years, but with the forwards in the West, it is very, very tough. And you know, you think of Pau Gasol's injury, breaking his foot in the semifinals of the World Championship. He's not going to be an all-star again this year, missing all of those games. That could create an opening for this man, Carmelo Anthony.
Well, I think he's going to create his own opening because you can no longer pass Melo up. The way the system works, Melo again will be the go-to guy. And that again brings up another interesting stat about Melo. 6 times in the last 4 seconds of the game last year, he hit game-winning shots. This guy wants the ball in the big time, and he delivers. He's an unbelievable clutch shooter at the end of games.
And how about this cat hitting game winners in back-to-back games last year? A lot of guys, if they get 1 game winner a year, they're jumping for joy and doing backflips.
I had 1 in my whole career.
He had 2 in back-to-back games.
Back-to-back games.
A year ago. Well, we're obviously big fans of Carmelo Anthony. He is the leader and the face of this Denver Nuggets franchise, and we're going to step aside. We're back with much, much more from Denver, Colorado. It's NBA TV's Real Training Camp, and we're covering the Denver Nuggets. They're under the microscope.
You're dominating the playground, the last one to leave the gym, or you're big time like Mike Bibby. The Better Basketball videos will explode your game.
Even I've learned some things, you know, working with Better Basketball. It's just unbelievable.
I've seen so many different videos over the years. You will not find finer tapes than what Better Basketball is offering.
Learn more about all 7 DVDs from BetterBasketball.com. If you buy 6, the 7th is free. Order now at BetterBasketball.com.
You got off that train back there, you did 2 things you never done before. At least not at the same time. You shook my hand, and then you looked me square in the eye. Where'd that come from?
Call 1-888-349-ARMY now for a free DVD and learn about the training, education, and other benefits that come from serving as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You'll also get a free boonie hat. Are you ready to answer the call?
I'm about to go to work. Bye.
Don't be lazy in your squat. Squat underneath it. Up and down. Throw it up. That's it. 2 more. Good. Chest high. Nice job. How we doing?
Doing good. We're doing good.
It's loud, it's wild, it's raucous, and it will certainly be very emotional.
We gotta stay together. It's us against the world right now.
What time is it? I love NBA League Pass. You can watch multiple games.
Scroll down and see who's playing who.
I'm always flicking just to catch a highlight or 2. Let's just flip back and forth from game to game.
When a commercial come up, then you go to another game.
We're either West Coast or East Coast. It don't even matter.
I might start off in the East watching LeBron James, come back to the West and see Lamar Odom.
It just really helps you follow the season.
I was a fan before I became a basketball player.
I catch myself cheering and, you know, doing a ooh, he dunked on him.
Without NBA League Pass, I would have missed it. But sometimes I'm going to be yelling at the TV like, no, don't do that.
whenever I'm not playing. I'm always watching basketball.
Oh, high definition? I mean, it's great.
It's just as good as being there. It almost looks like you're at the game.
So clear. You know, it's like they're really sitting in my living room. I can watch live games online with NBA League Pass broadband. Flip over my laptop and, you know, I can watch it right there.
Great, because I can still see all the action, even if I'm on the road.
You want to score big? Don't miss the NBA's best.
Get an NBA League Pass.
Don't miss your chance to save $20 off the regular season price. To order NBA League Pass, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
Welcome to the excitement of NBA basketball. We're all ready for this game, and the noise level here at the stadium will soon be earth-shattering. Go, you lose.
Thanks, Cody. Have a great game.
Everybody pushing and running, staying wide. When we do pick, again, boys.
Time to roll, baby. Time to roll.
What time is it?
Nice relocate, Kay. Let's go, let's go. New Grove, who's got it? Next group is gets and diagonal, gets and diagonal. Who's got it? Who's got the point? Gets and diagonal. Reggie, it's your post up. Let's go. Get. Go hard, JR. Get ready. Get into the gap. Diagonal. You, Reggie, you. One more get. Who's got the dive? Get. Space. New group. Who's gone? Come on, LK. Get ready. Hard. Get out. I got you. Go. Same group, new group. Gets and diagonal. In the paint, Jamal, in the paint. Get your catches in the paint. Go right now. Roll. Diagonal. Get one there, Nate. Away. One more diagonal, one more time. Who's got the point? Reggie, relocate. Learn to relocate, please, Reggie. Relocate. Get in the gap. Come on up, JR. Okay, this time, listen to what you got. You got back doors and throughs. Yesterday, we worked on a couple throughs. Through 1 through 4. Do the throughs in between. The first and the fourth are back doors. Plate. First and fourth are back doors. This is a through action. Through one. Hit the 4. Open up the middle gap. Good. Got another through. Give me another through. Hit Eddie. Hit Eddie. Back door. Back door. Back door. Weak side. Weak side. Get out, Joe. Back door. Good. New group on. Who's got it? New group. You're running right now. You got back doors. Got back doors and 2 throughs. You're out, Kenyon. You're out. Relocate, Nene. Back door to the weak side, Earl Boykins. Weak side. Relocate, Kate. New group on. Who's running? Who's running? Eddie, relocate. Nice cut. Through 1, through 4 this time. Get out, Eddie, get out. Relocate, Reggie, relocate. Back door to the weak side. Weak side. One more group, one more group. Who's got it? Need a 5, need a 5. Okay, stay here. Coach Wells, speed drills, please. Speed. This is our offense running up and down the court. Stop. Don't get this taken. Don't get this. I take a piss.
I will.
Where's it? Look, it's wings, big.
And we are back, 52-80 in terms of feet above sea level. No place I'd rather be. Bill Hanslick, Rick Hamill, Bill Hanslick on hand in Denver, Colorado for real training camp. And the Denver Nuggets have played a preseason game. They opened the preseason schedule a couple of nights ago against Efes Pilsen, one of the strongest teams in the EuroLeague out of Turkey. They won that game 118-102. And Bill, on Saturday, the Nuggets will be in Monterrey, Mexico, playing the Golden State Warriors. They'll have 6 more preseason games after that. And then the regular season opener, November 2, at the Clippers on TNT in a rematch of the first-round series last year in which they held Carmelo Anthony to 33% from the field. And it just was not a good series for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, it wasn't. But you got to give the Clippers a lot of credit. They came ready to go. That's a much improved team. Got a lot of the pieces of the puzzle fit into their squad. But on the Nuggets side, they needed to work on some different things. They had some trouble in the locker room. Everybody knows about that with Kmart. They rectified those things. They're moving on from there and finding some new wrinkles with their offense that they've gotten from a guy named Vance Wahlberg out of the new head coach at Pepperdine. And they'll spread the court a little bit more. They'll attack the rim a little bit more, look for some more 3 to the game. But it should help even more so Carmelo Anthony in the half court.
And they need to get this offense going, and I'm not just talking about getting out and running. That's what the Nuggets have been doing for a couple of years. They need to start splashing some threes if they want to hang in today's NBA, where it's all about hitting the threes and scoring 1 million points a game. Last year, 32.5% from three-point range. That's not going to get it done. And when you think about the fact that they made 350 threes and their opponents made 530 threes, you look at that stat, you're almost surprised they made the playoffs.
Well, yeah, it was tough. But again, when you go back to what the Nuggets' strength are, their front line is huge, active, quick, very good. So George Karl, I know one of their emphasis is going to be attack the offensive glass. If you're in the game, you got to be playing all out as a big guy because the depth is incredible up there. But again, you made the point. It's been known the last couple of years the Nuggets have to make some threes. One of the guys that can help them with that, J.R. Smith, a very, very good three-point shooter. Stretch the court, go to the rim, go to the glass.
So J.R. Smith, Yakuba Diawara, there are a couple of the guys that are going to be asked to fill in at the 2 and step up, and one of those guys will get that job, presumably. And you think of scoring on this team and all the bigs, and you love their front court, but it's the back court, and you love what Andre Miller gives them in terms of the 8.2 assists last year, played all 82 games, but when Andre Miller, your point guard, who's not really a jump shooter, is your second leading scorer at 13.7 a game, there's a problem there.
Well, you've got to pick up that production. But again, this is an offense that'll surround Carmelo. Carmelo will make the other guys better by his production and getting easy shots. A healthy Kenyon Martin, that'll help. Kenyon's capable of getting 16, 17 points on any given night. Maybe more in the 20s, but he should average 16 or so points a game this year. You got Nene back. Good inside player there. Marcus, everybody knows about Marcus Camby. Again, the ability to get 20-plus on any given night. He can stretch the court with his perimeter shooting. So the Nuggets are just going to have to evolve the chemistry as a team and really build. George Karl can coach. They've got a great staff. They've got a boatload of talent on this team. We'll see how it puts together.
And with the injury-prone nature of the bigs here in Denver, Nene, Martin, Camby, these guys get nicked from time to time. Maybe all this depth isn't such a bad thing. You can never have too many bigs in the NBA. George Karl, head coach of the Denver Nuggets. We'll have more from him, more from us, and more from Denver after this break.
I couldn't walk a block.
I could get out of the house and I could drive, but I could not walk.
If you or a loved one suffer from limited mobility, we have incredible news. Call Mobility Products today and find out if you qualify for a brand new power chair or scooter delivered to your door in just days at no cost to you. Call Mobility Products Unlimited right now to begin your pre-qualification process.
You have freedom. You just have your own freedom back.
It's a lifesaver. I'm free.
Mobility Products power chairs from Invacare and other fine manufacturers incorporate the latest technologies that allow you to go where you want, when you want, around tight corners, over uneven ground, indoors or out, so you can get out and live life again. For the fastest service possible, just pick up the phone right now and call the toll-free number for Mobility Products.
Hi, I'm Arnold Palmer for Invacare. You know, even if you're not able to get out and around as easily as you once did, Invacare says, yes, you can.
Mobility Products' nationwide network of trained technicians will deliver your new power chair or scooter and even provide in-home training. Now you can get outside, get active, go where you want without fear.
You can get your freedom back.
Call Mobility Products now. Their friendly specialists will work directly with your physician, Medicare, and private insurers to put an Invacare or other fine power chair in your home right now. The pre-qualification process is fast and easy, and if you qualify, you can have yours in just days at no cost to you. And if you call right now and qualify, Mobility Products has secured a limited number of handy all-purpose grabbers as a bonus free gift. It extends your reach by over 3 feet right from your new power chair. Make shopping a breeze. Eliminate bending and climbing. And best of all, if you qualify, it's yours free.
So call 1-800-346-1035. That's 1-800-346-1035. Friendly mobility specialists are standing by. Call now to begin your free pre-qualification process. It's fast and easy, and there's no obligation. So call 1-800-346-1035 right now.
Where my body feel right now? I'm hurting. You feel like we've been in training camp for 2 weeks.
And we welcome you back inside the weight room, which is adjacent to the practice court here inside the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. Rick Kamla, Bill Hanslick on hand for NBA TV's Real Training Camp Denver Nuggets. And Kenyon is already sore. Not good news. Now, it is the normal aches and pains of training camp, but they need him not to be sore. They need him to be soaring through the air, dunking on the fast break, blocking shots. Just 56 games played last year for Kenyon Martin. Numbers below his typically high standards, about 13 points, 6 rebounds, not even a block a game from Kenyon Martin. But the word on the street, Bill, is that he's healthy. Can you deny or confirm that?
Yeah, he is healthy, and that's a good sign for the Nuggets. Now, sore is okay.
Sore is okay. Pain is another thing,
yeah,
right?
Hurt is not okay. Kmart is healthy. That knee is strong as it's ever been. So that's a good sign for the Nuggets. He's got to work himself back into shape. Some of the things that he had to do in the offseason stuff, wait for this camp. But he should be ready to go when the season starts, and they need a big year out of Kmart.
He's had some aches and pains in this preseason, in this training camp stretch for him. A lower back strain early. He's overcome that. And he banged a knee in the game a couple of nights ago, the preseason game against FS Pilsen. But good news that he is out here on the practice court playing, running around, and getting ready for the 06-07 season. We're going to send it back to the court for just a minute or two. And when we come back, we're going to be joined by Doug Moe, assistant coach with the Denver Nuggets. Let's get it back down to the court for a moment or so.
Reggie, that's a post up. Reggie, that's a relocate. Way to play, Joe Smith. Good pass.
Welcome you back inside the weight room here at the practice facility in the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. Rick Kamla, Bill Hanslick, joined by assistant coach of the Denver Nuggets, Doug Moe, one of the great personalities in the history of the game and one of the true legends of the game. Doug, it is great to have you here on the air with us. Good to see you again.
What is this, fantasy land?
No, this is not fantasy land. This, my friend, is reality. The fantasy show, 1 a.m. Eastern time, starting opening night. How are you, my man?
If I was any better, I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Doug's got the job. Doug's got the job everybody in America wants. And we talked about it earlier. Doug's an assistant coach that has never watched film. As a head coach, never watched it. Never told George, look, I'm happy, but I don't watch film, never have, never will. So he's got the ultimate job. He just shows up and tells the stiffs they're stiffs and the no-hopers are no-hopers and the guys that are good, they're good.
We don't have any Hanslicks on our team.
What was your favorite moment about coaching Bill Hanslick, Doug?
There is none.
I set you up for that.
Doug is, the all-time winningest coach for the Denver Nuggets. I happened to play during that era, so I think that was a big part of why those W's are up, and his little sign is up in the Pepsi Center there.
No, the one exciting thing was that if anything good ever did happen, it was such a surprise. Your high was higher than the normal high.
So it carried you throughout the game, right?
Definitely. You ever see him play?
I did. No, I did. I'm
Yes.
37 years old, Coach.
He's got my jersey. I signed it for him.
I remember Hanslick. He was a glue guy, a defensive guy. You put him on the opposition's top scorer, right? Isn't that how it went?
You never saw him play. He was a stiff.
Let's get to the Nuggets. This is going to go on forever.
No, I like this. This is fun. Crushing Hanslick. Well, let's talk about the Nugs, Doug. And, we were talking before we came on the air about the two-guard position. J.R. Smith, how's he doing? You also brought in Yakuba Diawara, the Frenchman. There really seems to be an opening at the two, and it might be one of those two guys.
And it might be LK also, Chiesa. All three guys have played good in camp. You have to get into the exhibition season and see how they play during games and see who kind of moves up. But all three have played very well up to this point, and they're all going to get a chance at the starting job or playing time. So it's going to be interesting. That's an interesting position for us.
Doug, you're a fast break coach. Everybody's known that. Your track history of putting the points up on the board. This team last year didn't quite get to the level that I know you want. Do you think this year's version can do it?
You know what? It's different than it used to be. Defenses are better now. Coaching's better now. Everything is better, so it's harder to run. You have to have a commitment to run, and George really does have a commitment to run. So I think we're going to be a good running team. We're not going to run all the time. We won't run as much as Phoenix because we got a little different style team, and but we want to get up some threes. We want to get some layups on the break, and we want to prevent having to set up as much as we can. So I look for us to be one of the top running teams this year.
Well, Coach, we wish we had more time. We've got to get it back down to the court, and practice is going on. You're here with us. You might need to get back to the court, too.
Doug wanted to stay out here so he doesn't have to go back out there.
I don't want to say anything. I was doing such a great job out there today. It's been able to carry over, so they won't miss me for a while.
Not missing a beat without you, but they need you to get back out there. Doug,
always a pleasure, man.
Thank you. All right, Doug Moe, legendary coach and now assistant with the Denver Nuggets. Let's get it back down to the court. Doug's boss, George Karl, take it away.
We get into it where they're posting us on the rotate. Everybody, all the perimeters has got to get in front of it. Big guys will let you have the choice of going in front or going behind it. Okay? Now, as the season goes on, we're going to have different ways of going on post-ups. Sometimes we're going to stunt a little bit more on the post-up. But right now, today, just to start our goals, remember what we're thinking. We're thinking anything that can add aggressiveness to our defense. Kenyon, Nene, Marcus, I don't think we have to double-team many guys on the post-up because I think you guys can cover most guys. But for us to create an aggressive action, we're going to work on this more than we did last season. We're doing it not because we don't think you can cover somebody. We're doing it because we want to be aggressive. Okay, yellow team, you guys get down there on defense. What we're going to do here, we're going to play 4-on-4 kick it out. The defensive team on miss or make, you take it down there and do the offense. So we're going to keep going up and down the court. You're double teaming the post up, working on double teams. I'm not going to coach the offense. I'm not going to coach the offense. All I'm saying, once it goes into AD, I want the nail guy to go down on the post up. We call it a go. It's called go. Go on the post up. And we do it right now from the nail. As the season goes on, we will have different looks. But just to get the concept in, to use a little bit in training camp. Okay, we need a coach down there. There's going to be a coach catch down there. Okay, Nene, we want Nene. Philosophically, we want to get to this guy on time of pass. We want to get to him, get into him, hit the ball. Offensively, you can do whatever you want. Once the ball is kicked out of the post up, you're playing 4-on-4 basketball. Okay, let's play some defense, guys. Let's go. Big, big, big. Rotate. No middle, no middle. Help it. You're going down, White. Come on, White. Let's go.
Rotate you up. Gentlemen, we're letting you play. Your build-outs suck. You're not focused. You're not getting hands on the basketball. This is not an offensive drill. It's a defensive drill. On your build-outs, Joe Smith, move 1 foot in. Marcus, when he's in there, do we want him to penetrate you? We only want to run guys off the three-point shot. I know, but we've been hurt by penetration. Nene, do not get lifted. Do not get lifted. Do not get beat. When you build out as a team. Like Marcus, if you're building out to Joe, Nene, you're not going to run out here and give Joe a gap. You're going to stay here, and on time of pass, you're going to get out to your man. Work at it. Work at it. Get your ass in. Slash the ball. Learn to plug it. Better, better. Let's go. Hold it. JR, just to make sure you understand. When the ball goes here, do you want to rotate up quick enough to where they can throw behind you? You're kind of still in a zone position. The top of the eye takes first pass. You're kind of still in a zone position. Then you take the next pass, but if you stretch out and they throw behind you, you're going to shorten his time of recovery.
You know, if it goes bump, 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 that gives him 1.5 to 2 seconds. If you go up early and it goes bump, bump, he's about 1/2 second late, and that gives up the corner jump shot. We want to protect the corner jump shot. Take it, let's go. Hands. Good job, Kenyon, good job. Mello, whoa, go again. Take it back, please, white ball. Mello, you're the nail. On the post catch, Mello's gone. Way to help, Antoine. Good defense. Step in, Eddie. Good job. Hand. Timeout. Okay, ball's here. You rotated well. You did what you're supposed to do. The ball's kicked here. Okay, you're covering a 7-footer at the three-point line. We want you to learn to plug. Okay? When we double team and rotate, we are in somewhat of a problem situation. It takes us time to recover. And in rotations, what's going to happen is sometimes we're going to have a little guy covering a big guy. So when we have a little guy covering a big guy, what do we cover? We cover the mismatch or the problem. We don't cover your man. That time, once your ball kicked up here, you covered the man, right? But you cover the problem or the mismatch before you cover your man. Now, in that situation, if Nene starts backing Andre down, what are we in? We got to take that out. We got to take the problem out and the mismatch out. Understand the focus. I mean, you did your first couple of possessions were great, but we're going to, with the double team or rotating or go game, we're going to have some mismatches that we got to recognize and play. Let's go this way. Let's go. $100. Time out. Nene, where are we going from? We're going right now. The only place we're going from is the nail. From the top of the eye. From the top of the weak side. You can yo-yo that off a bad shooter, but we're going to come down here and go. Okay. Go one more. Give it one more, Nene. Phantom. Time out. Reggie, come on. Let's go again. Give me a better possession. Reggie, here's Mello, a step inside the three-point line. Mello, you caught it with a foot on the line. This is where he caught it. So our build out to him is just to get a hand on his jump shot. We don't want him to crack our defense. Vice versa, when we're on offense, we want to attack rotations because it's the weakest form. When Mello goes in here, JR, do you know where to go? When you're on defense and you're covering penetration, do you know what to do? It breaks down rotation is what I'm trying to say to you. I'm trying to say to you, once he gets in here, the rotation is confused. So we want to rotate aggressively, but we want to keep the ball. If Melo's going to beat you, Reggie, where do I want him to beat you? To the sideline, not into the middle of the defense. Give the ball to Jamal. Okay, Kuba, who gets first pass? Joe Smith. You got a two-man eye. They skip the I. Who gets first pass? The top of the I gets first pass. Joe, you can stunt that. You can stunt that, but you're going to take that, and then on skip, you're going to probably get back here. Understand? AD, skip the I one time down there, please. Marcus, understand, we want to talk about this. This is very important. We just did it down there. Nene goes. Carmelo, I don't want you to totally stretch out, but, you know, if you get a deflection, we want you to be able to steal it. But if it goes over to the top of the I, you're a stunt. Melo, you get first pass no matter if it goes here or here. The top of the I gets first pass. Now, the difference would be there if we had a three-man I here. But when it's a two-man I, you got to get it the top of the I's got to take it. And Marcus, what we don't want you to do is run up here. When you run up here on that pass, what are you going to give up? You're going to give up corner three. So that's even more important in our principles is take out corner three. Take out corner three. One more time, please. One more time. Pretty good, pretty good. Timeout! Okay. Can Nene go bust you on one dribble to the rim on your build-out? You cannot bust you to the basket on one dribble. He's inside the three-point line. Are we worried about anything except making him take a tough shot? I don't want him busting you down the middle of the court. Your defense has got to be better than that. Great job. Stay here. Stay here. Great job, Blue. Best one of the day. Okay, get your breath a little bit. Get your breath a little bit. Blue team, you go on offense here. White, stay down. Just whites, come to half court. We're going to stay in the drill. I'll show you the drill real quick. Blue on offense, running me a mid pick and roll with two shooters in the corner. Mid pick and roll with two shooters in the corner. Against the Turkey team, what we did against the mid pick and roll a lot was switch. What we didn't do very well was recognize the mismatch. About 90% of the time, when you're switching this, Joe Smith, what's going to happen in our league? They're going to open up the middle and they're going to take the big. 10 years ago, what did they do? They tried to post the big guy. Now everybody opens up the middle and tries to attack the big. So what we have to do is recognize the mismatch. So when they try to space you out, JR, where are you going to go? You're going to plug the ball as much as you can and still get to your shooters. We're going to plug the ball. We're not going to stretch out. We're not going to let them have a gap. We're going to close all the gaps on the ball as much as we can. Okay? So when we switch, when we're in one, when we're in our one defense, we got to play as a team plugging the ball. You're going to stay with your man. You're not going to get in a rotate game. You're going to stunt, plug, and get back out to shooters as much as possible. Let's work on the switch. Put 12 seconds on the clock, Murph. 12 seconds each way. Playing against the switch. Playing against the switch. Plug, plug. Plug, plug. Help the big. Plug, plug, JR. Don't foul it. Don't foul it. Go. You're gone. You're not here. Mid pick and roll with two shooters in the corner. Switch. Plug. Nene. Get out. Whoa. Good job. No bill, hand, good job. Good offense, good defense. Good job. Okay. They switch here. Andre, they switch here. You're in the corner, right? And they roll the big down. And you can invert it by switching back with the big coming onto the big and trying to get matched up. Andre, if they take the big, if they do try to post the mismatch, it is a white. You are fronting all post-ups. AC, Cuba, Mello, if they try to post you, you're fronting it. Let's go. On the switch, yes. Move your feet, Marcus, move your feet. Go back, you're going back. Mello, that might be a switch for you. As he rolls down, maybe you take him and switch out. Not bad, not bad. Getting better, getting better.
Attack the mismatch. Attacking Jamal. They say the advantage is in the corner.
Way to move your feet, Jamal. Good job. That's on the defense. That's on the defense. That's not on you. That's on me. That's on me. Good job. Give me another one. Last one. Give me a good one, White. Give me a good one, White. Come on, Marcus. Antoine, Earl, work, work. Push, push. Give me a good one. Let's go. Let's end it on a good one. Get your hands into it. Plug, plug. Give me a stop. Give me a stop. Let's go. Okay. White team, walk up here. We got one more, one more. Get your breath. What was our best defense the other night against the Turkey team? The best defense we played is when we called green. When we got into our green defense, it was the best activity that we got. Basically, green is a review for you all. It's first pass and first post-ups are denies. If you're in post-up position on the first time post-up attempt, you're whiting. We're going to white a little bit more. On the wings, we're going to go up and try to deny the first catch. I prefer deflect, but deny is cold. You know, Andre, what happened when we went to green, you got better ball pressure. Everybody got active and alert, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to play green. We're going to play green both ways. Offense, you can do whatever you want, except you can't run pick and rolls, okay? You can run any play you want, but we're not going to go pick and rolls. So we're in green. We're in green. Who's going this way? Yellow?
Well, if you're a purist, you're in heaven. Listening to George Karl teach and coach his team here at training camp is a sight to behold, and we're having a good time from Denver, Colorado. It's NBA TV's Real Training Camp from the Rockies. More from George Karl and the Nugs when we return.
I'm deaf.
Who's got next? NBA 2K7, the #1 rated NBA simulation featuring signature style, isolated post play, and shot sick pro. NBA 2K7 from 2K Sports, rated everyone.
If you purchased or refinanced your home a couple of years ago and used one of those adjustable or interest-only teaser rates to qualify, you may be facing a substantial increase that could raise your monthly payments by hundreds of dollars. What can you do? Just call or log on to ditech.com and refinance to a low fixed rate. We'll guarantee you the lowest rate and fee, help you consolidate debts and lower your monthly payments, even if you have a credit problem. Log on to ditech.com or call 1-800-71-FIXED.
NBA TV is all highlights,
All slams, behind the scenes with minicams.
NBA TV is all Spurs, all threes, all Magic, all me.
NBA TV is your all-access channel for everything basketball.
My favorite NBA League Pass moment, right? You know, he just overextended.
And he brought it back.
Oh, what a move by Carter!
I saw that, almost fell off the couch. Now that the games are in HD, it looks even more incredible.
Don't miss your chance to save $20 off the regular season price. To order NBA League Pass, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
If you didn't have NBA League Pass, you missed it.
Thank you, NBA League Pass. Thank you.
I love NBA League Pass. You can watch multiple games.
Scroll down and see who's playing who. I'm always flicking just to catch a highlight or two, or to just flip back and forth from game to game.
When a commercial come up, then you go to another game.
We're either West Coast or East Coast, it don't even matter.
I might start off in the East watching LeBron James and come back to the West and see Lamar Odom.
It just really helps you follow the season.
I was a fan before I became a basketball player.
I catch myself cheering and, doing the ooh, he dunked on him.
Without NBA League Pass, I would have missed it.
Sometimes I'm going to be yelling at the TV like, no, don't do that.
Whenever I'm not playing, I'm always watching basketball.
Oh, high definition, I mean, it's great.
It's just as good as being there.
It almost looks like you're at the game.
It's so clear, it's like they're really sitting in my living room. I can watch live games online with NBA League Pass broadband. Flip over my laptop and, I can watch it right there.
Great, because I can still see all the action, even if I'm on the road.
You want to score big? Don't miss the NBA's best.
Get an NBA League Pass.
Don't miss your chance to save $20 off the regular season price. To order NBA League Pass, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
Grab your passport and pack your bags because the NBA is going to Europe. It's the 2006 NBA Europe Live Tour presented by EA Sports. Watch as some of your favorite NBA teams travel to Russia, Spain, France, Italy, and Germany to go up against the most talented clubs from Europe.
What a sensational shot!
10 teams, 5 countries, and tons of great basketball. Log on to NBA.com for complete team information and game times. It's a trip you won't want to miss.
The older you get, it's a little harder. But, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to take care of your body more, you learn how to make it through it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the things I do now that I wouldn't have known how to do my rookie year or my second year. You know what I'm saying? As far as ice and vitamins and rest and stuff like that. Because when you're young, you can just get up and go. Now you got to tape and stretch and hot packs and all this to get ready to go try to practice. So we learn how to do it. So in a way it's easier, but your body lets you know you're getting a little older. Definitely.
Yeah, you are old. You're so old you fart in dust.
I'm one of the old heads on the team now. I was a young fella before. Yeah, this is number 7.
You guys all keep track of those, huh?
Yeah, you want to see old.
Come on, Kenyon, you're not old. 28 years young. You're not on the wrong side of 30 like the broadcast team here, Rick Hamlin, Bill Hanslick. Now, we saw Kenyon go baseline here a moment ago right before the commercial timeout, and he really floated and jammed. Looked good, looked like the Kenyon of old. But while we were away, he was remarking to one of his teammates that I'm banged up, man. I'm sore all over. It's not just one thing, it's the whole bod, but that's the deal with training camp, isn't it?
It really is, Rick. That's what happened. I remember in my days, no matter how well you prepare, get yourself in shape, there's just that aches and pains of sprinting, having 2-a-days, and Kmart's feeling the effects of that.
Kenyon Martin, all-star a couple of years ago with the New Jersey Nets, and he's looking to get back to that level here with the Denver Nuggets. Obviously, with the depth of forwards in the Western Conference, it's going to be tough to make the all-star team unless he has absolutely galactic numbers. But that's not really the goal for Kenyon. He wants to feel right day in and day out, game in and game out. And he seems to be heading that way. Obviously, had the microfracture surgery, I don't know, about 15 months ago. It was right at the end of the 04-05 season. Obviously, he wasn't right all last year, and the hope is that he is right all of this year.
Well, they need a healthy Kenyon Martin. They've spent a lot of money on him. He's got some years left on that contract, big contract when they made the deal with the New Jersey Nets. And Kmart is a key point to this team, but also I think the Nuggets are backing up a little bit because of the depth of their front line. They know Kenyon's been out some, Marcus Cammy's been out, Nene won't be healthy at the beginning of the year, so that depth, they're going to have to utilize that in the early part of the season.
And we just saw Nene on the sideline, sat out a portion of the drill that they were just going through, and that's really going to be the deal with Nene. It's not going to be playing every single minute of every game. He still has a ways to go. Recently, George Karl said he's probably 6 or 7 months away from being fully recovered. We're back with more from Denver in a moment.
Home gyms. What do you want to be?
My name is Michael Palenko, and I'm 49 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm living my dream. I'm playing in a rock band.
How can a 49-year-old man look so young and strong? He strength trains with Bowflex.
You got to see this free DVD. It'll change your life. In 10 weeks, I lost 26 pounds of fat. My waist dropped from a 36-inch down to about a 30. I love the way I look.
All it takes is one simple workout, 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week.
If you want to get a Bowflex body, you got to have a genuine Bowflex.
Own your very own Bowflex for no money down and payments as low as $14 a month.
Bowflex let me be who I wanted to be. I play in a rock band. I live my dream. I'm 49 years old, and this is a real Bowflex body.
Be strong. Be fit. Be Bowflex. Call or go online now for your free DVD that tells you all about Bowflex home gyms. Call now.
This is Maya, and if she doesn't look too happy, she isn't. Maya, like many people, has too much credit card debt. How about you? Do you have $5, $10, $15, or even $25,000 or more in credit card debt? Are your creditors harassing you at all hours? Are you tired of going through life feeling like Maya? I'm Todd Cook, founder of 800 Credit Card Debt. Day in and day out, we help people just like Maya. Regular people who got in over their heads in credit card debt and want their lives back on track. At 800 Credit Card Debt, we'll help you find a payoff plan you can live with. One that could work with your creditors to eliminate penalties, lower your interest rates, and even reduce what you owe. Don't let the word bankruptcy enter your thoughts. Call us, because you can pay off your credit cards and still have money left over each month. And the best part is, you'll feel like yourself again. Maya did. Make the call today.
Get rid of your credit card debt once and for all. Call 1-800-567-0182.
Another year, another training camp. It's number 11. Not as young as I used to be. You know that, babe. When you start getting double digits in the league, you really start to feel it.
You want to get tired?
Tired ain't the word. We've been going at it 10 days without a day off. So, you do the math.
Well, I'm not good with math, although I'm okay with small math. And Marcus, it's small math, my man. You're not old, baby. You're 32 years young. Entering his 11th year in the NBA, the number 2 pick overall in the 1996 NBA draft to the Toronto Raptors, and he is, at this point of his career, playing better than ever with the Denver Nuggets. Last year, his stats ranked him in the top 15 among the fantasy players, and that's absolutely unbelievable. You look at his blocks, leading the league at 3.29 over AK-47, Zoe, Josh Smith, number 4, and Elton Brand, number 5. Marcus Camby, a double-double waiting to happen. And you know what? We actually, while we were away, saw, I think it was a smirk on the face of George Karl. Say it ain't so, with all the yelling and getting his team ready for the 06-07 season. A bit of a smile from George Karl. Let's get it back down to the practice court and listen in.
You understand that if you cheat over here and they throw it over the top of your head or backdoor you, it's my job to figure it out. When you aren't tight over there, you're coming out of the game. You can't, when we're doubling the post up here and we're being aggressive over here, we're denying, pressuring in the passer's face, doubling the post ups, the weak side can't fall asleep. It can't happen. One more time, give me a stop, Blue, and we'll flip-flop it. It's pretty good offense, pretty good offense. Above average defense. Okay, Blue on offense, switch it up. White on defense. White, you're going on the post-ups. If there's a... Kuba. You understand right now what is happening. Instead of coming down and throwing into a post-up where we know what's going on, they're running a play. And then they go to the post-up, and you are not recognizing the eye. As soon as the ball goes to that side, I don't think you should be worrying a lot about your man. It's because you're on the weak side. All you want to be careful of is keep vision where your man does not cut on top of you into the paint, going from weak side to strong side. But when the ball goes in that post-up, in the last possession, JR fell asleep, and now you fall asleep. Do you understand? When we fall asleep, it's a dunk or a three-point shot. If we're going to be aggressive, you got to stay focused. Way to hustle, AC. Good job. Give me another one, White. Give me another one. Work on your vision. See the ball. No middle. Good job, AC. Way to drop. Okay, you got to be better. You can't play defense like you're playing it. If you want to play 2-3, you... Whoa, whoa. That's on me. That's good offense that I got to make a decision. Do we stay in the go or we change up? That off like that, we'll be fine. What AC did was great. What he do was the pass out of the post up, skip the eye. So instead of Joe, you chasing out, we have three guys out and nobody under. AC took it, you came back, you got back, you made a good shot. Next time, don't let him make that shot.
that's a concept. He had a great closeout, but then he let Dre have the middle penetration.
Okay, one more time. Gentlemen, listen. You guys are too good a defensive team, but when we are into a scramble, into an aggressive motion, you got to stay strong with the fundamentals. And one of them is when you build out, don't let it get to the middle of the court. We've had about 4 of them. Off, we spin and we go, and you know, Melo, you let one get into the middle. We let another one get into the middle. Make the ball go sideline. Our defense is strong on the sideline. It's not that strong in the middle of the court. Okay, Kuba, conceptually, where are you supposed to go there? When Kenyon gets out and you're now on the post-up, I want you in front of him. I want you in front of him. You know, it's not a perfect science, but I thought at that time you could have tried to go, you could have worked harder to try to get on top of it. Play. Okay. Okay, Kmart, the only thing I'd like to see what happened there was we had a good double team, and your vision, you know, your vision was you're getting sealed, right? And Andre sneaks underneath, just better vision. What you don't want to see, gentlemen, when we're in the eye, sneaks underneath, just better vision. What you don't want to see, gentlemen, when we're in the eye, 20 of the 30 teams won't beat us on that. But the best thing is to try to stay in your stance and try to keep vision with your man. If he moves and you can stay at the top of the eye, you stay. But your man still dictates where you play defense from. Okay, switch it up, switch it up. Got a new one for you, got a new one for you.
Keep talking, man. Okay, scared. Sure, the feeder stays with. Fucking gonna get fucking reposted with those big guys.
Okay, this time we're going to run floppy. You're going to run floppy, they're going to catch it, and we're going to go get them with a pick and roll. Okay, we're going to start here. Listen to what we're going to start here on. We're going to 5, and we're going to go get it. We're going to go get it. What's go get mean? We're going to jump it, double it, try to hit the ball, try to deflect the ball, and we're going to make a full rotate behind it. Okay? 5 go. 5 go is different than 5. So give me the floppy, work on it. Give me a 5 go on the pick and roll. Give it back to White. Give it back to White. Go! Go, Reggie! Don't hesitate. Get after it. Reggie, you understand go? The go is I want you to go after him. We don't want to be passive. Good job, Blue. Reggie, good job, man. Way to be alert on the base, go. Marcus, way to protect him. Reggie, I think that's you now. When Jamal goes across, he's going exactly where we want him to go because he's going right to Marcus. Marcus is stretched. He's going to come back, and you got to get corner. Earl made a good read and hustled it down, tried to get a hand. 5, hey, Reggie. 5 go is full. It's a full rotation. Five go is a full rotation. Go on the post up is a full rotation. The only other go we have is a 2 go. Okay, flip-flop it, give it the blow, give it the blow. Timeout, timeout. Jamal Sampson, is that the best go you got for me? That's a zone to me, that's not a go.
Take ball, take ball, take it. Ball good, ball good.
Job, LK. Way to hustle, LK. Eddie, don't get sealed. What? I don't think so. Eddie got sealed. Eddie got sealed, right? You got sealed, right? Okay. I mean, LK, pay attention, man. LK made a good read where when LK saw that there was a pretty wide open corner 3, he tried to run off it, which is a hell of a play. Earl, you did that one time down here. When you see a wide open corner 3, no matter what defense we're in, we want to try to run them off the 3-point line. You know, forget about your man, forget about rotations, forget about concepts. If somehow they get a wide open 3, we want to run him off that line if we can. LK, good job.
Ball's good.
Rotate, Antoine. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, flip-flop, and last one before we go scrimmage. Everybody understand 5 go? Okay, now I want offensively, white team, take it to a side. Run me a zipper. Who's on? JR, you on? Who's on? Who's over here? Run me to a zipper, hit, and we're going to step into a mid. We're going to step into a mid, Jamal. And now we're going to be in 2 go. 2 go. All the go is on 2 is we're going to attack the ball. And the bigs are going to take care of the bigs. The perimeters are going to stunt and play with the paint and get out the shooters. Okay? 2 is we don't chase it away. We go into the screen and double it aggressively. 2 regular is what? Wall, just a wall mentality. You know, stay in line of the ball, keep it intact. But we want you to get over the screen, get into his handle, get under his legs, let Marcus double it and play. Okay, start with a zipper into a mid. Zipper into a mid. Vision. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about Earl. No, I'm going to tell you because I think you're wrong. Listen up. They throw the ball to who? Eddie? Eddie with Reggie covering him. With Reggie covering him. Jamal was asleep, so Melo had this under control. And you give an open jump shot when you're trying to sag in on a shot that's covered. The whole thing we've talked about, when we got the ball covered or leveled off, we're not going to overhelp, right? That was an overhelp in my opinion. You know, they had no advantage. I didn't think they had an advantage. Once you recognize there's no advantage, you cover your man.
Let's do it.
Reggie, you got to tell Marcus what to do. Okay, give it the blow, give it the blow. Antoine Hood, give me a hit, give me a rip, give me something. Don't let a big guy get in the gap without making him have a trouble problem. Give him a problem. Eddie, two things right now out of me, guys, is you're not understanding no middle, and you're not understanding on the build out, if that son of a bitch is inside the three-point line, do we care that much? We don't want to give up a penetration when we got him taking a 22-footer. We want to give a hand, but we don't want to give a layup. Make some sense on your build-outs. Focus in on it. One more, one more. I'm thinking right now on your go there is a little soft. I'd like to lead. I'd like you to be a little. What I want is. Well, I don't know who you were jumping. What I'm saying to myself is you're jumping Melo. You know, McGrady, Brown. We're going to jump hard. We don't want him.
The man like the other big was over there. I don't know whether the.
Okay, now remember Eddie.
Eddie? Yeah, I'm saying Eddie went, but.
Remember, the guy behind this jump is quarterbacking. When Kenyon jumps it and they kick it someplace, you got to tell him where he's going.
Yeah, just kind of.
If he's going to stay up, stay top, tell him stay up. If you're going to rotate up and he's got to get basket, tell him he's got to get basket. He can't read what's behind him. You got to tell him. The big man behind the defense is quarterbacking it. Okay, one more zipper into two go. Two go. Okay, is that the best stunt you think you can give me? Okay, you made the right read to cover Melo, in my opinion. But I don't think you gave me the right activity. Once Andre starts driving from 35 feet, you got to give him some motion. You got to give him something. What the hell's LK going to do? If you just stand and hug Melo, he knows what he's going to do. So you got to mess with his head a little bit. Okay, get some water, gentlemen. Get some water. I don't want to chase it.
So the Nuggets are going to take a little water break, and we are as well. We're going to step aside. On the other side of this break, there will be a scrimmage on this practice court at the Pepsi Center. The Nuggets going at it. This is Real Training Camp.
On me, and it worked for a lot of people I know. Proceed works.
Attention, men with thinning hair. The pictures you're seeing are of men who used a revolutionary product called Proceed, a newly patented product that requires just one application every 90 days. Imagine going from this to this after your first application. Proceed works by increasing hair shaft diameter. In clinical studies, statistically significant increases in hair shaft diameters were achieved after a single application. And over just a short period of time, Proceed can make your hair thick, strong, and full enough to help diminish the appearance of thinning areas using it just once every 90 days. That's what makes Proceed so different and appealing to busy men.
Because it impacts the hair and doesn't fake it out or leave some gel on it to make it look thicker, my hair looks thicker because it is thicker. This is my real hair. That's what's so great about Proceed.
Proceed makes you look great with virtually no effort. You gotta try this, guys. Stop the daily regimens. Get off the life sentence of drugs. Get started with Proceed to start looking your best right now.
Are the ravages of age on your hair making you look and feel older? Are you less confident in public, at the workplace, or around women? Are you fed up with daily routines? Well, now you can try Proceed absolutely risk-free. The exact product selling at Giuseppe Franco's of Beverly Hills for $450, yours to try for 90 days. Plus, Proceed will include 3 free gifts to help your hair look even better. It's volumizing shampoo and conditioner, plus this 2-speed scalp massaging brush, altogether a $495 value. Use just one application, wait 90 days, and if you're not 100% satisfied, send back the unused portion for a full refund, but keep the Pro Vibe brush plus the shampoo and conditioner as your gift for trying. Proceed. We're the one. Just one application every 90 days. Operators are standing by, so have your credit card ready to order right now.
It did exactly what it promised.
I love NBA League Pass. You can watch multiple games.
Scroll down and see who's playing who. I'm always flicking just to catch a highlight or two, or to just flip back and forth from game to game.
When a commercial come up, then you go to another game.
Or either West Coast or East Coast, it don't even matter.
I might start off in the East watching LeBron James and come back to the West to see Lamar Odom.
It just really helps you follow the season.
I was a fan before I became a basketball player.
I catch myself cheering and, doing the ooh, he dunked on him.
Without NBA League Pass, I would have missed it.
But sometimes I'm gonna be yelling at the TV like, no, don't do that.
Whenever I'm not playing, I'm always watching basketball.
Oh, high definition, I mean, it's great.
It's just as good as being there.
It almost looks like you're at the game.
So clear, it's like they're really sitting in my living room. I can watch live games online with NBA League Pass broadband. Flip over my laptop and, I can watch it right there.
Great, because I can still see all the action, even if I'm on the road.
You want to score big? Don't miss the NBA's best.
Get an NBA League Pass.
Don't miss your chance to save $20 off the regular season price. To order NBA League Pass, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
NBA TV's Real Training Camp continues from the Rockies. We're covering the Denver Nuggets, and they are scrimmaging as we speak. It just began. You haven't missed a thing. Let's get it down to the court, listen in, and watch as the Nuggets get ready for the 06-07 season. Kenyon Martin looking good. A hanging layup right there, and he has looked good in this practice so far.
Give it out front, out front. Earl, I do not want the 3 series to be dominant. I want you to run some 4, too. You can run 3, but I want you to run some 4. front, White, out front. Give it to White. Reggie, take a good shot, please. Take good shots. The whole offense is about good shots. On in this play. Way to run, Joe Smith. Way to run. Give it to White. Give it to White. Reggie and Eddie, I need a runner in this offense. One of you got to get on the rim. White ball, white ball. Stay here, stay, give it the blow, give him the basket, give him the basket. JR, is there anyone between you and the basket? Go to the basket. Don't try to be cute. Go to the basket. Give it to White. Give it to White. Reset. Come on, you fouled him. Stay here. Stay here. White ball.
Greg, ball 4, go back in.
drive, AC.
Tough twos, and on the sixth possession, he had a turnover. So, I mean, fair enough, they got to get off the ball.
Blue team, you have taken 12 tough twos already. 12 tough twos. plays, 5 balls. Lines down here.
Rick Campbell and Bill Hanslick here at the Pepsi Center, where the Denver Nuggets are practicing. They just got done with their scrimmage, now running another drill. Bill, tell the viewers at home what you're seeing right here with this drill and what you have seen throughout this practice. Have you been impressed? Have you been nonplussed? Where are you at with this?
Well, I think it's just a typical mid-training camp practice. Guys are tired. You know, it's hard to keep your mental focus and, you know, physically a little sore. So you didn't see quite the normal tempo and effort you'd see in an NBA game. But there's some good things. You have to build your game up. Obviously, George is working on the defensive side of the ball most of today. This drill right now, this is a conditioning drill where I think they will count made shots, and there's a number that they probably want to get to within the 4 minutes, 15 seconds they run this.
Is this typical George Karl right here? I mean, it's been defense all day, but, you know, with Doug Moe on board, and he's talked about speeding up the tempo for a couple of years now. Has today just been more of a defensive practice, or is this the norm?
Well, it has been a defensive practice, but they're going to get their running in. You know, this thing here is you're going to build up conditioning. Still want to push the ball, but you can see when they get in the half court, there's some things that they want to try to accomplish and spread the court and you know, attack some seams and kick it and look for open shots. You saw George comment on blue team, 12 contested mid-range jumpers. That's not what they want. Get the open looks, attack the rim, draw fouls, or wide open threes are what they're looking for.
And you were telling me off air fascinating stuff about a new wrinkle to the offense this year. Vance Wahlberg, head coach of Pepperdine, has this revolutionary system, and it's unbelievable to me that a new D1 coach would be impacting the NBA, but he is in fact doing just that.
Well, he really is. A good friend of Tim Gergovich's and John Welsh, assistant coaches for the Nuggets, and also Mike Dunlap. They talked to George about some of the things that he's done, and he came to Pepperdine from Fresno City College, no big name, but where they're a JUCO school. 135-11 was his record. Last year, 34-0. A very high-tempo offense, really spaces the court well, some drills they won. So they're not taking all of it, but they're implementing a lot of that. Vance was in here for, I think, 3 or 4 days a couple weeks ago, and then over the weekend he was in for another day and a half practice and helping them out. And they're also sending him films of their practice so he can make some suggestions and comments.
Bill Hanslick alongside myself, Rick Campbell here in Denver. We're going to step aside. Still much more to come as NBA TV's real training camp rolls on from just outside the Rockies.
Foundation Sports, setting the standard for sports instructional DVDs.
Hi, I'm Magic Johnson. Welcome to the fundamentals of basketball.
To be the best, you have to learn from the best. That's why basketball legend Magic Johnson has assembled the greatest team of all-star players and coaches to help players everywhere improve their skills and knowledge of the sport. The Magic Fundamentals comprehensive video is filled with everything you need to know to increase your points, assists, rebounds, and understanding of the game of basketball.
We all are looking to get better, and this tape will make you better if you practice the drills over and over again. You don't have to go to camp. I'm bringing camp right to you.
Take the first step to becoming a great basketball player with Magic Fundamentals on 2 DVDs. Order now and get Magic's conditioning DVD free. That's over 2 hours of basketball instruction, plus the free conditioning DVD for 2 payments of only $19.99. And when you call, ask how you can own the complete Magic library. Call now or order online at foundationsports.com.
Yeah, everything is rotating, man. Let's get good at this, man. Cause we go. Yeah, hold on the pick and roll. Same size switch, man. Talk. All right. Yeah, let's switch. Hey, if they pin down, force him to curl, and we switch it like we worked on the training camp. All right. Make him curl, and we switch it.
Well, it's good to see Kenyon Martin smiling and playing ball again. Let's get it right back down to George Karl, ready to address his team.
Sushi. Okay, tomorrow, because we fly at 2, we're going to go at 10 tomorrow. 10 o'clock tomorrow here. At airport's at 2. But
Can we go earlier than that?
you want to go at 7?
No. Talking about the plane.
Go to Monterey before that?
Go on.
How many people live in Monterey?
8 million.
We're going to get there the same
8 million?
Somewhere around there.
8 million? How many live in Mexico City?
But it's more than 4 million. All right. 4 million live in Mexico City.
Great job, gentlemen. Good 2 days. Stay together. Stay together on 3, please. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, let's go, Johnson. You want something?
So George Karl saying stay together and joking with Eduardo Najera of Mexican descent, and they will be going to Monterrey, Mexico. And I talked to Eddie before we came on the air. I said, you're jazzed, right, about going back to your homeland? He said, oh, yeah. And you're calling him El Presidente.
El Presidente.
The red carpet will be rolled out.
Oh, my God. Marcus Camby, they were down. Eddie did a camp this summer down in Mexico, and Marcus marveled at the following that Eddie has down there. And he's, by popular vote, he probably could be president down there.
Well, he's been a heck of a player. You just wish Eddie Najera could stay a little healthier, because he's one of the toughest guys in the league. He'll play through a chainsaw if he has to, but sometimes injuries just keep him off the court. That game coming up Saturday in Monterrey, Mexico. The Denver Nuggets against the Golden State Warriors as the preseason continues. We're back with much more. We've got interviews coming up. Stay with us.
Past half-decade, BetterBasketball.com has become the world's leader in improvement videos, bringing you 6 DVDs to build a foundation of the fundamental skills: shooting, dribbling, passing, defending, scoring from the post, and attacking from the perimeter. Now, Better Basketball brings you the most advanced DVD ever released: scoring without the ball. The video features unmatched detail on reacting to your teammates' dribble penetration, developing slasher moves, working off screens, and getting open when denied. The DVD even uses pro footage, so you'll see the techniques applied in real games from around the globe. Plus, you'll learn from Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman and Jason Kidd. If your goal is to play at the next level or just plain win, get the entire Better Basketball series, put in the sweat, and then reap the rewards. Learn more about all 7 DVDs from BetterBasketball.com or call us at 1-800-BETTER-BEAT. If you buy 6 of the videos, the 7th is free. Order now at BetterBasketball.com.
I love NBA League Pass. You can watch multiple games.
Scroll down and see who's playing who. I'm always flicking just to catch a highlight or two, or to just flip back and forth from game to game.
When a commercial come up, then you go to another game. Or either West Coast or East Coast, it don't even matter.
I might start off in the East watching LeBron James, come back to the West and see Lamar Odom.
It just really helps you follow the season.
I was a fan before I became a basketball player.
I catch myself cheering and, doing a ooh, he dunked on him.
Without NBA League Pass, I would have missed it.
Sometimes I'm going to be yelling at the TV like, no, don't do that.
Whenever I'm not playing, I'm always watching basketball.
So high definition, it's great.
It's just as good as being there.
It almost looks like you're at the game.
It's so clear, it's like they're really sitting in my living room. I can watch live games online with NBA League Pass broadband. Flip over my laptop and, I can watch it right there.
Great, because I can still see all the action, even if I'm on the road.
You want to score big? Don't miss the NBA's best.
Get the NBA League Pass.
Don't miss your chance to save $20 off the regular season price. To order NBA League Pass, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
Hi there. I'm Joe Mantegna. I'd like to tell you about a very special organization called the Wheelchair Foundation and how it's been touching the lives of people all over the world. Spanning borders, cultures, and politics, the Wheelchair Foundation helps people who otherwise might never know the joy of self-reliance. To date, the Wheelchair Foundation has delivered hundreds of thousands of wheelchairs to needy people around the world. But that's not enough. There are still over 100 million children, teens, and adults worldwide that are in need of a wheelchair and can't afford one. We need your help. For only $75, you can donate a wheelchair to a person in need. Please log on to www.wheelchairfoundation.org or call the number below. A simple $75 donation changes a person's life. Please call or log on now.
It's the food of the champ. They get some food before practice, you know. I can't hold it down, so. Of course, we're gonna be there for 3 hours, so definitely need some food.
So they doing anything extra for you as a rookie? Okay.
Oh, lots of tough. I'm the only one this year, so do the bring food, take the ball out, clean everything up. You know, that's what you got to do. But it's tough when you're only rookie in the team. Usually you have 2, 3. I'm the only one this year, so I'm taking all the blame for everything. But I enjoy it. It's fine. So.
Part of your interview, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yakuba Diawara, rookie swingman here with the Denver Nuggets, made an impression on them at the Vegas Summer League, and now he is signed under contract and will be a member of the rotation this year. That is my humble opinion. Rick Kamla, Bill Hanslick with you from the practice facility here deep inside the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, as real training camp continues. And the Diawara story is really interesting, not only because he comes from France over here, this is his first year in the NBA, but because loyalty very much came into play with the team he's playing with this year, the Denver Nuggets. He had options to go elsewhere.
He did. In particular, Dallas offered him more money, but chose to come here in Denver. I think he sees an opportunity. They've told him George Karl loves this guy, thinks that he'll be definitely part of the rotation and possibly their starter at 2 guard.
He has looked very good here today as well, hitting threes effortlessly. And the defense, you know that's going to be there. That's sort of been his calling card. But don't sleep on the J. This guy can knock down the pro 3, not just the international 3.
Yeah, good offensive player, but more so on the defensive end. He's a guy that's going to be picking guys up full court. George Karl's talked about using him, taking the other team's point guard, picking him up full court, making him work. And he's got that toughness, that intangible that coaches, NBA coaches just love. That toughness to really get in front of guys and keep them there.
And J.R. Smith has looked very good in this practice as well. He was splashing threes, seemed to be moving pretty well on the defensive end, and that has not been really a strength of his to this point in his young NBA career. Who do you think's going to get? I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think's going to get this job? I think it's a heck of a competition between Diawara and J.R. Smith, and as Doug Moe mentioned, also Linus Kleza also in that mix. Who do you think's going to be the starting 2 on opening night?
Well, that's a couple different ways I'd answer that. One, I think it's going to be by committee in the early going. Whoever's the first night might be a different guy. Second night, a different guy. Third night, play it out. But I think maybe by the middle of the year, or maybe in December, early January, they'll settle on a little bit more. And, it'll play its out. That's why you have competition. That's what's good about this camp. Diawara and J.R. Smith got to be the favorites. LK's getting some minutes there, too.
And we are waiting George Karl and some of the players here from the Denver Nuggets to join us. And we will have them and much, much more on the other side. We're in the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. This is NBA TV's Real Training Camp.
Oh, you can get in great shape, build muscle, and you can do it fast. All you have to do is dial it up. Turn up the results with the Bowflex Select Tech free weight system. Now you can dial up the weight you want, anywhere from 5 to 52.5 pounds on one single dumbbell. Want 15 pounds? Just turn the dial to 15 and start lifting. Ready for 40? All it takes is the turn of a dial. Now you can get powerful biceps, a sexy core, even chiseled legs in an easy 30-minute workout. Call now to order your Bowflex Select Tech free weight system for no money down and payments as low as $5 a month. Order now and we'll include this free DVD, Secrets of the 4-Step Rep, that teaches you perfect free weight technique. It's time to turn up your results. Call and get your Bowflex Select Tech for just $5 a month today.
I'm about to go to work. Bye.
Don't be lazy in your squat. Squat underneath it. Up and down. Throw it up. That's it. 2 more. Good. Chest high. Nice job. How we doing?
Doing good. We're doing good.
It's loud, it's wild, it's raucous, and it will certainly be very emotional.
We gotta stay together. It's up against the world right now.
What time is it?
I love NBA League Pass. You can watch multiple games.
Scroll down and see who's playing who.
I'm always flicking just to catch a highlight or two, or to just flip back and forth from game to game.
When a commercial come up, then you go to another game.
Or either West Coast or East Coast, it don't even matter.
I might start off in the East watching LeBron James and come back to the West to see Lamar Odom.
It just really helps you follow the season.
I was a fan before I became a basketball player.
I catch myself cheering and, doing a ooh, he dunked on him.
Without NBA League Pass, I would have missed it.
Sometimes I'm going to be yelling at the TV like, no, don't do that.
Whenever I'm not playing, I'm always watching basketball.
Oh, high definition, I mean, it's great.
It's just as good as being there.
It almost looks like you're at the game.
It's so clear, it's like they're really sitting in my living room.
I can watch live games online with NBA League Pass broadband.
Flip over my laptop and, I can watch it right there.
Great, because I can still see all the action, even if I'm on the road.
You want to score big?
Don't miss the NBA's best.
Get the NBA League Pass.
Don't miss your chance to save $20 off the regular season price. To order NBA League Pass, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
Welcome to the excitement of NBA basketball. We're all ready for this game, and the noise level here at the stadium will soon be earth-shattering. Go, get low.
Thanks, Tony. Have a great game.
Everybody pushing and running, staying wide. When we do pick, again, boys.
Time to roll, baby. Time to roll. What time is it?
Welcome back to the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. It's NBA TV's Real Training Camp. Rick Hamlet, Bill Hanslick, and Marcus Camby, center for the Denver Nuggets. Double-double last year, led the league in blocks per game. And Marcus, it's great to be here with you once again. I asked you off camera. I'll ask you on camera. What did you think of this practice? Was it sloppy? Was it tight? What's your assessment?
It was what it was. This is like the 9th attempt there at training camp. We had a bunch of two-a-days, and we'd be sluggish at times. And we only had one exhibition game. A lot of teams have like a couple games under their belt, and we pretty much tired of beating up on each other.
Marcus, you're the captain of this team, one of the captains, and you've been through this training camp. What is this, the 11th time you've been in it? Holy guacamole. That's a lot. I know you're sore and everything, but, a little feeling about this year's team. Where do you think the direction this team can go, and what can it be?
I think we can be as good as we can be. It's real tough, especially playing in the Western Conference. I mean, every night you're going up against those heavy hitters. You got Dallas one night and San Antonio. So there's really no easy wins in the West. But with the depth that we have in our front court, with the experience that the guys had, and with a much improved Carmelo Anthony, I think we have a chance to make some noise.
What about Carmelo, man? I mean, I know you watched him at the World Championship. 26.5 points a game last year. He was third team All-NBA, then goes and makes first team All-Tournament at the World Championship. He's just on like a straight shot up, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, each year and year he seems to be getting better. And it all started with him in college, winning that national championship. And his first 3 years in the league, he's averaged over 20 points. And he's just ready to take his game to another level. I know at some point, he got tired of hearing about LeBron and Dwayne Wade. And, all those guys are great, great athletes. But Carmelo should be mentioned in one third of the league athletes also.
Well, they were tri-captains on USA Basketball, but Wade and LeBron weren't named to the All-Tournament team. It was Melo.
Yeah, Melo was pretty much the heart and soul of that Summer Olympic team, and he took it upon himself to go out there to put on a strong performance, considering he didn't get as much playing time in the 2004 Olympics with the stuff that happened like that. But, he really asserted himself and really became the man on that team.
Marcus, you're so involved in the Denver community and what you give back. You're just not a basketball player. And that's what I really appreciate that about you and the things that you do. And one of the things you did do this summer is you went down to Mexico with Eddie in the camp. And I know you got an exhibition game. What's that going to be like going down with Eduardo to the exhibition game this Saturday?
It's going to be crazy. I played in the charity game this past summer down there, and they had about 13, 14, 15,000 screaming fans. They're all screaming for Eddie. I mean, Eddie, who I think can probably run for president of Mexico down there. He's so large and so big down there. So I expect a great atmosphere come Saturday night.
Should be fun for you.
It's coming up on Saturday in Monterrey, Mexico, as NBA continues its globalization. Marcus, we're out of time here. Pleasure being with you. Best of luck. Stay healthy this year.
Appreciate it.
All right, Marcus Camby, center for the Denver Nuggets. We're back with Melo after this.
Looking at a remarkable gardening tool. It's the Mantis Tiller Cultivator. It weighs only 20 pounds, so you'll never have to battle big, bulky rototillers again. That's because the compact Mantis...
45 million people love DirecTV.
DirecTV has such a higher picture quality than cable. It's great.
I get all my local channels on DirecTV.
If you're an NFL fan, you have to have DirecTV, and you have to have the NFL Sunday Ticket, because there's no other way to watch football.
Sunday Ticket is a must-have for football fans.
The customer service with DirecTV is great.
With cable, it was like they were acting like they were doing me a favor by taking my money.
Once you watch something in high def, it's really difficult to watch anything else. And with DirecTV, the HD channels are amazing.
The DVR has really changed my life. I can watch my shows whenever I want.
I can pause it. If the phone rings, you can pause it and come back to your show, and it's ready to go.
Switch now. Just call the number on your screen. There's no startup cost and no equipment to buy. There's free installation, and packages start at just $29.99 a month. Plus, sign up now, and you'll receive a portable DVD player for free. So call right now.
If you have cable, you're in the dark ages.
DirecTV is so much better than cable. I would never go back.
And welcome back to the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. It's NBA TV Real Training Camp. Rick Hamlet, Bill Hanslick alongside Carmelo Anthony, third-team All-NBA last year. You were first-team All-Tournament at the World Championship. Melo, first of all, it's good to be here with you. But, dude, we got to get you to an All-Star game one of these years. What is going on with that?
I was supposed to have been there last year, but things happen.
26.5 PPG, and we can't get this guy to the All-Star game. Now, Gilbert Arenas, who's changing the airflow in his house to bring it up to altitude. I want to get your thoughts on that. I mean, Gil, he's out there, man. But listen, I mean, the points per game of 26.5. George Karl's talking about maybe getting a little Phoenix-style offense here. Are we going to creep up towards 30? I mean, you keep getting better year after year, Melo.
That's what I'm here to do. To get better, to progress each year, to go out there help my team win. Hopefully this year could be our year. We want to win our division this year, once again, win 50-plus games and, make it out the first round. That's the most important thing.
What about your boy Gil changing the airflow to get it up to altitude? What do you think about that?
I don't know nothing about that, man. I don't know what happened with that.
Melo, you've improved every single year. I know you're about winning and want to bring this team up. A couple things. Well, first, what do you think is an area that you want to try to improve on with your game this year? And then the second part, comment on being, you're going to be a captain of this team. I know you are, without George announcing it quite yet, but we know that's going to happen. Those two areas, tell me about that.
No, when I came in, after we lost in the first round to the Clippers, and I said, damn, I want to, my defense, I want to pick my defense up. Hopefully I can make, third team defensive, this year, something like that. That's my goal. So I went into the summer camp of, the World Games, with just defense on my mind. And Coach K, he motivated me out there in Vegas, to want to play defense. He made defense fun for me to play, and, I just stuck with it.
And we saw more of it out here, and we saw you flying into the bench, injuring yourself, leading up to the World Championship. Obviously, it wasn't serious, but we have seen the D from Melo.
Well, that was one of my goals, to pick my defense up, just to focus in a little bit more.
We saw you with LK the one time you put the clamperoonies on, you got right. You did it like a defensive player. Not only did you clamp him, you let him know that you clamped him right down. Is that kind of fun at practice?
Yeah, we talk trash in practice. Me, LK, me, Kmart, me, Reggie. I'm always talking trash to them. And I try to pick the guys up any way I can. It's all fun and games, though.
It's all good. Now Kleza was a member of the Lithuanian national team over there at the World Championship. You played against each other. Talk about that experience, and then also the entire experience being with USA Basketball. I know you all fell short winning bronze this year, but what were your thoughts on that?
When we played Lithuania, Kleza, he was talking some trash, and we went out there, we shut it down. We almost beat him by 30-something points, and he tried to blame it on the 15-hour flight from Lithuania. But the overall experience was great. We had great teammates, we had a great coaching staff, we had a great staff overall. So now I look forward to going back, next year and in 08.
Bill, I got another thing I got to ask you about. Do you have any ambitions of being a politician when you get done playing?
No. I used to be in a debate class when I was growing up.
Well, you know, I noticed, I was watching that Monday Night Football game, and boy, you did a great job of just straddling that fence when I can't remember the reporter asking you, are you a Raven fan or a Bronco fan? You kind of swayed that one side to the Ravens, but you quickly got right in the middle again. I mean, you're pretty good at that.
I need my Denver fans. You know, we need to sell this arena out this year, and I think we're gonna bring a lot of excitement to the arena.
So, you know, obviously the Broncos are a huge part of the community here. The Nuggets growing. 3 straight playoff appearances, but a bow out in the first round each time. Obviously the second round is the goal, then the Western Finals, then the NBA championship. How far, realistically, do you think the Nuggets can go this year?
Well, we want to get out of the first round first. We want to make it back to the playoffs. You know, that's our main goal, to win 50-plus games. And like I said, I think this is our year to get out the first round, and we just want to show everybody that, you know, we're not no one-and-done team.
Well, Carmelo, we appreciate your time. George Karl is right over here.
What do you think about Coach over here?
I'm out of here. Let me get out of here.
The politician, get him. There we go. We got the politician. There you go.
Carmelo Anthony, we will be seeing him at All-Star Weekend this year. I just know it. And we thank Carmelo Anthony for joining us here. And now the star of the show. All right, we've been here for 2 straight years. Coach, welcome. We were here a year ago to the day, interviewing you, talking Nuggets, talking the upcoming season, having a good time. Once again, really enjoyed practice. Couldn't be having a better time listening to you run your players through your stuff. And
sure, they would say that.
They probably aren't on the same side in terms of enjoying that. But what was your thoughts on practice today?
Well, the last 2 days we've kind of switched to defense. You know, the first 6 or 7 practices we were trying to put in a kind of a new concepts offensively, and hopefully it's working. But tonight I thought the defense was great throughout practice. The scrimmage was a little ragged when you don't have referees, and
you were reffing a little bit out there, weren't you?
You always like physical contact and aggressiveness, but sometimes we were pushing the limit of. And the league wants right now. The league is, I don't know what the phrase is, but they're going to call the game tighter. They've called the game tighter the last 2 or 3 years, and I think they're going to call it tighter this year. So we got to adjust to it and be smart enough to play physical, but without fouling.
Coach, all coaches at training camp usually have one guy that seems to draw their ire a little bit more than others. And a lot of times it's in good because you know that person can play, but you're not going to let them up for any error. Who's your favorite in this year's training camp of getting the most of George Karl?
I have been kidding LK a lot because last year I was so impressed with LK as a rookie, and I didn't yell him enough. And I said this year I'm yelling at you more than I did last year, mostly because we're trying to play him at the 2-3 position more than the 4-5 position. And it's not his natural position, and he has some trouble covering on the defensive end. But I think LK is going to have a great year for us. I like my wing guys a lot. And in general, I've been very optimistic about the team, even at the end of last year when everybody wanted to be critical of our season. I'll be honest with you, I thought last year was a great year for us. I thought we did a great job of fighting through a lot of headaches and a lot of nightmares. And we got handled by the Clippers, but I think the Clippers proved to everybody that they're a pretty good basketball team. And I think this year we're ready for the challenge. We're ready for the challenge of not worrying about things and not maybe pointing fingers at each other, but staying together and fighting the battle together.
Now, George, last year 350 made threes for your team, 530 against. Obviously, you need more three-point shooting. Yeah, you bring in DOR, you bring in J.R. Smith. They both look good out here today.
Well, we're going to shoot the three. You might even be surprised. I think we're going to see Eddie Naira shoot some threes. I think we've let Kenyon actually stretch out to the corner, and I just think we got to get better spacing on the court to get people away from Melo. I mean, in the playoffs, we just couldn't get Melo going, and when Melo doesn't have a role going, we usually have struggle offensively. And the two things about the whole thing has been running and spacing at the offensive end of the court, and then trying to be a excellent to good to great defensive team.
George, you commented about spacing, but you brought in some ideas and some concepts from a new coach at Pepperdine, Vance Wahlberg. Just comment up briefly about him and some of the thoughts that you got from him on the offensive end.
Well, I just think we have John Welch on our team, coached at Fresno State. He's known Vance for a long time, and he knows their system. But we also have taken a lot of Phoenix's stuff and how Phoenix tries to play the game, and also Doug Moe's mentality of run. I don't think it's a passing game, but it's a penetration game, and all of it kind of just keeps a mentality of playing fast and playing with an aggressiveness, a nature to it. And Vance Wahlberg at Pepperdine is a guy that was at Fresno City Junior College. He's won a lot of championships, gone undefeated a couple times, and he has a mentality and he has rules. He has a lot of concepts and rules, which I thought would be easy to teach, and I think they have been. And how much we use of it, where we go. Right now, we're using a lot of it. It scored 118 points against the Turkish team the other night. I hope it scores points because I'd like to stay with it. And the big thing is, I think the more possessions, more aggressiveness we bring to the game, I think the more the game, the fun. I want the offensive to have an enjoyment to it. I think NBA offenses got very boring, very stagnant, very predictable. And this is not predictable, but it's also a coach has got to be over there going, oh my, because as passing game, as Doug knows, passing game can look ugly, and this probably is going to look ugly some nights too.
Well, Coach, it looked good out here. We appreciate the access from the entire organization. Best of luck to you this year, and congratulations on the contract extension. We're happy for you, my man. Thanks a lot for the access and the time. We got to wrap up this show. We're running out of time. We've had such a good time. I want to keep going all afternoon, baby. For Bill Hanslick, George Karl, the entire Denver Nuggets organization, and our crew, I'm Rick Hamlet signing off from Denver. You have been watching NBA.
Anybody want to go over anything? Bernie? Have a good one, man. Rock and roll. 35 is holding them. That's a penalty. Keep throwing your body up. There's a little bit of contact. Yes, that's why we got a foul. We're all good. You want to be a referee?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this NBA TV special, The Referee. I'm the NBA's Director of Officials, Ronnie Nunn. Today we're going to take you through some of the key rules in the NBA so when you're watching throughout the season, you'll have a better understanding of the game. We'll begin with what we refer to as close calls. These are plays that seem like they can go either way. So let's explain how the refs make decisions on these type plays. We'll start with traveling. Here's a play in the post with a offensive and defensive player. There's a move to the hoop. The question is it traveling? Let's take a look at the player's pivot foot. It's the left foot. See if he picks it up. Right there is the pickup, and that's the problem. Hey, let's look at another example of traveling. Right here on this screenshot. Fast break by the player, goes up into the air, doesn't shoot it, and passes it to himself. You can't do this. This is a traveling violation. You must either shoot the basketball or pass it to another player. Recapturing your own ball is a violation. Hey, let's take a look at another play, double dribbling. Here's a player in the post, one-on-one, on the way to the basket. And how did he get there? Did he get there legally? Let's take a look at his hand action. As he's dribbling the ball here the second time, you'll notice that the ball comes to rest and his palm is up. This freezes the defensive player, and now the offensive player has an advantage, gets to the basket, makes a layup. Violation. Now we turn to blocking and charging. Now it sounds like a simple play to call, but it can really be tough, and here's one reason why. Over the years, players have gotten much better at drawing charges, thanks to their athletic ability on defense. One example is Ben Wallace, two-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's got great agility and footwork for a big man. Some of the smaller players will also step in and take charges. And one of the best of those is Jason Kidd of the New Jersey Nets.
Jason Kidd again, standing right under the basket, took the charge.
Now let's tell you how the official decides whether it's blocking or charging. Here are some examples. One-on-one play right here at the foul line. Player makes a move. Is the defensive player there on time? Let's take another look. He has not established his defensive position and really interrupts this player's drive to the basket. Blocking is the call. Here's an example of charging. We have a semi-fast break. Let's look at the defensive player. Has he established a legal guarding position? Let's take a look at his body and his feet being planted in this case. We'll watch the contact by the offensive player. He goes through him. The defender was there. The correct call is charging. Let's take a look at charging off the ball. You don't have to have the ball to have a charge play, and here's an example of it. Did you see this middle area right here where this collision took place? Let's take another look. On this particular play, this player is holding his position, and he's in a good place. The offensive player goes right through him. Let's take another look at it. As he backs down, he's there.